I was born on September 12th. That makes me a Virgo. I don't really know what that means. I weigh about 195 pounds, I don't know how to swim, and I'm a sucker for a girl who wears a nice smile and clean sneakers. I'm also pretty tall. So what does that say about me? A recent MSN study shows that almost 99% of people have at least one thing that they are insecure about. For me, that has always been my height. For the beginning half of my life, I hated being tall because I believed it was what made me different from everyone else. But as I grew older, I learned to accept my height because it's part of what makes me who I am. Through the poem Standing Tall by Joseph Solomon and My Honest Poem by Rudy Francisco, I invite you to accept your insecurities because they are a part of what makes you who you are. It was late. Almost midnight in a grocery store as an older woman struggles to reach the frosted flakes on the top shelf. And when she saw me coming around the corner standing 6'4", I must have had an aura around me, a glow of a tall grocery store savior coming to rescue her at her moment of distress.
Oh, thank God! I was looking for someone like you. Do you mind grabbing that box of cereal for me?
I kindly obliged. Not a day goes by in my life where I don't get asked, how tall are you? And some just make the obvious statement like, you're tall, as if I was unaware. Thank you for that. But most people just stare. But rarely does anybody consider all of the struggles that come along with being tall. Let's catalog, shall we? First off, shopping for pants. It is mentally exhausting and emotionally challenging. There's nothing like getting your hopes up that they have a shirt in your size, only to realize that shirts, they don't get longer. They just get wider. And I can't shop in the big and tall section because I am not big, I am just tall. Public bathroom stalls and dressing rooms are great. I just love making awkward eye contact with the person on the other side. Shower heads, never high enough, and I hate playing the game limbo. And if you ask me one more time, how's the weather up there, and laugh as if you are original, I will spit and say it is raining. Here is a recent article I read about tall people. My friend Casey and I speak on why tall people are privileged. Okay, first of all, nope. It is scientifically proven that tall people are more attractive. Ooh, direct quotes. I said, yeah, okay. You know, what about like shoes? Do shoes fit you? Do you fit into shoes every time? What about like trees? Do trees hit you in the head when you walk by them? Okay, hold on. Like, what about low-hanging stairs? Literally, every single basement in Oklahoma. Literally, what about like anywhere? Do you fit anywhere? And she says, yeah, but you can reach tall people things. I said, yeah, okay. I can reach tall people things. I can also reach your tall people things. I don't think that makes any sense. How come you have the audacity to call me into a room? In reality, I think you want me in that room, but in reality, you want whatever is on that top shelf down. And if I say no, you call me an asshole. You see, if I was in the room and I needed anything underneath something, you'd come into the room and call me an asshole. A man at a checkout line confidently tells me, oh, you must play basketball for somebody. No, sir, I don't. I played in college. Well, what happened? I graduated. Well, you don't want to play professionally? Not really, sir. Well, that's too bad. You are too tall not to play basketball. Now that is a waste of height. I wanted to tell him, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm sorry that you didn't believe that tall people had the possibility of doing other things aside from playing sports. I wanted to tell him that for the first time in my life, I do what I love for a living. I write poetry, I make music, I love my guitar, I travel, I speak the words of God, and I do what the Creator has created me to do. And occasionally, I play basketball at my local gym, but not for a living. I wanted to tell him that the only thing that I am too tall for is the box he tried to fit me in labeled his expectations. His small-minded stereotypes, they only come up to about my waist. But I didn't tell him all these things, because that would have been kind of awkward, kind of intense for a Walmart checkout line conversation. But for almost half of my life, I've hunched my shoulders in airplanes, sat down while others stood, bent my knees in pictures. I tried to wear shirts that make my torso look shorter. I've reluctantly told people, yes, I play basketball, just so I wouldn't have to explain why a 6'4" man writes poetry and plays the guitar. You see, I've never been in the military, but I do have this Purple Heart. I got it from beating myself up over things that I can't fix. And I'm pretty sure all of you have this too. But it took for me to realize that others' insecurities, they have nothing to do with me. They are their problem, not my own. Far too often, we downplay the way God has made us. Because he made us stand out, made us look different, made us with uniqueness that makes people stare at us. When we walk into a room standing tall, we painfully play limbo with invisible bars that people have set for us, when really, we were never meant to break our backs for them in the first place. But stand up. Because despite what others expect beyond some unmeasured reason, God has made me just the way I am to do exactly what I am doing. Hi. My name is Rudy. I enjoy frozen yogurt, people watching, and laughing for absolutely no reason at all. I don't know much, but I do know this. I know that heaven is full of music. And I know that God listens to my heartbeat on his iPod. It reminds him that, hey, we've still got work to do. And I'm still learning to be cool with that. So go ahead, ask me. How tall are you? It won't be the first time. And I'm sure it will not be the last. Thank you.